The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
I remember talking with a scout about him, and he said, I love the fact that he was a high school basketball player. He does so many things with his legs to keep plays alive. But he did the same thing as a basketball player, kind of a point guard, knows where the ball's supposed to go, and knows how to deliver it to the open man.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Darnold from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. 4-yard line.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Matt Gay on for the extra point.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
His kick is a nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. One semi-factor, if you want to call it that was brought up in the papers this morning here, Charles. You got a dome team on the road in a cold weather environment, first round of the playoffs in January. Do you think that's a big deal?
Ordinarily, I say no, but in this situation, because you're used to that perfectly controlled environment, some coaches will want their teams exposed to it. If you're coming from a warm weather place and, even getting outside of your dome doesn't really help you, a lot of times they'll go on the road a little bit earlier. Go to a cold weather place, go to a place where there's a little bit of weather and practice there that week before the game to try and simulate the conditions they expect come game day.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Darnold's pass.
Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Chase Claypool, 70 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Number 34 on the
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The carry here for the big tight end. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 39-yard line.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Number 29.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. He's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall. On first down, it's Darnold. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked out here to 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off of play action, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Complete, Hunter Henry with the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Chuck Clark brought him down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. At the Raiders' 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Completion here to Claypool.
Darnold's pass.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take him the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. They'll run. It's Drake. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Texans.
Now on first down, Drake again. A gain of 3, second down.
Ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 29, Darnold, and caught by Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Darnold from the red zone now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Draymond Jones. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, 26 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 2nd and 6. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. For a right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The first down pass.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And an incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Darnold's pass intended for Zay Jones. Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
To the air again, Darnold looking end zone for Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Darnold's pass complete to
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
the Raiders take over 1st and 10.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Deep ball on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Intercepted by
A final shot before the break. Darnold looking downfield for Jones. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we're at halftime of this AFC wild card. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wild card game. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give it off here to the tight end. Now the ball comes loose. Or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 27. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a 1st down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, or even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
At the 19-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders, they're within an extra extra point of tying this thing up. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Set to kick off. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. At their own 25-yard line. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Draymond Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Darnold now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Dre. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
He completes it to Henry. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Complete.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a run going over. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field. And I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding offense.
So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cool game sometimes, partner.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to give this time to the tailback.
Ball carried by number.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The ball carried by number 37.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play.
The tight end, the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So this will be accepted as he moves the offense backwards. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Is good.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense trots back onto the field, and we shine our Madden spotlight on Sam Darnold. He has been solid. His team, on the other hand, trailing right now on the scoreboard. But as we get a look at the highlights, he's been good.
He's been very good and continues to be so. And you see great evidence of that as we watch the highlight reel. He's trying to figure out what more it's going to take to rally his team to try and get them back in a position to win it.
We'll find out if he can do just that as we continue. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. It's complete to Drake. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Darnold. And he hits Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Darnold's pass.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Gain of 5.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Darnold completes it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Darnold.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Darnold's pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Draymond Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40. The Raiders heading out to take over. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible. But the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance because you know they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of a deal.
Not that huge of a deal. Sometimes that messes you up with the angles depending on which hash mark you're kicking from.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, they deemed it four-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. The Raiders are moving on. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.